Alright, so story time. When I was 4, I stabbed somebody in the eye. So before I get into that, let me give y'all some background, right? I was born here in the Bronx, but my parents were migrants. So when they were trying to figure out life and get their shit together, right? I had to go to Jamaica when I was about like 4. So I ended up starting school out there. Mind you, where they're from the hood in Jamaica. They're not from like a normal place. Like, so when they were trying to figure it out in the US, I was in Jamaica staying with family. So being that I started school in Jamaica, I was being bullied because I had an American accent, like a heavy American accent. The kids would constantly bully me, calling me foreigner, foreigner, foreigner. You know how it goes, right? So while I was getting bullied in school, I had an abusive aunt. And when I said she would hit me for every little thing, she would beat me for trying to spell complicated words like father or equation at the age of 4. And when I said those beatings were like severe, it wasn't like a little pop pow on the hand. It was like I was a grown ass nigga, like a beating, you feel me? I would get hit with a belt to the point I was bleeding. So, like, I would go to school and deal with the bullying at school and then come back home and deal with this abusive aunt. On top of that, this was the hood, so like I would see violence every day type shit. And like I would see like I would never forget, I seen this dude come inside the yard that we stood at where his head just busted open with a machete in it, like, and he just drops. Like, I seen some crazy stuff. So then one day I go to school, this boy, he grabs my hand, and then out of nowhere takes a pencil and stabs my hand, my palm with it, breaks off the lead inside of my hand. So I just remember like blacking out, and then like when I came to, I seen a pencil in his eye. So of course they kicked me out the school. My parents had to come from the US and grab me up real quick. So while I was on the plane coming back home, my mom seen that I kept leaning forward, right? I couldn't sit back because like I had all these fresh scars on my back. Fresh scars, like I couldn't sit back at all. So my mom lifted up my shirt and she seen that my tissue was opened up and it was still bleeding and everything. And she ended up started crying. She said she would never leave me in Jamaica again. I didn't go back until I was 16. But yeah. If anything, though, I do want to issue out an apology to that boy that got stabbed in the eye, because it must have been life-changing for him. And, like, I definitely lashed out on him as a child, for sure. Like, yeah, I was getting bullied. Yeah, he stabbed me first. But I lashed out. And I hope one day he could forgive me. So, yeah, that's how that went. Side note, I was telling a few friends about my life story, and they suggested I start documenting it. So I said, hey, why not? So if you could like, comment, share, all that, that'd be awesome. Thank you.